I think we are certainly heading in that direction. I think it might be to overstate it a little bit, hopefully, that we have a Cold War, but I'm afraid that everything points in that direction as things look right now. What we do see, and what is unfortunately new and very unfortunate, is that Russia rejects completely a rule-based security policy. The system we did build up thanks to OSCE and negotiations between the two blocs during the end of the Cold War and the beginning after the end of the Cold War, and declaring that they want to have influence and backyards in their neighborhood where you cannot have democratic rules, but where these governments will have to obey to the orders from Moscow. And if that continues, we are heading in that direction, because that means, we know that already, that there will be counterforces, more troops in Europe, more investment in armaments, more nuclear arms, etc., etc. And tension will increase, and then we will be back to a Cold War. The most important, I think, is for Russia to back off from Crimea, and then also, of course, to withdraw from eastern Ukraine, the Donbas area, and leave Ukraine alone to decide on its own future. And realize that there isn't a threat to Russia right now. There is no will to spend more on arms or equipment or soldiers in Europe than is absolutely necessary. But if one power is pushing in one direction, there will be other pushes in the opposite direction, and that is what's happening. So the initiative has to come from Russia right now. Right now I'm very pessimistic, but I think it's very necessary not to do with what we did in the situation of Georgia, when Russia in 1928 intervened in Georgia and made Abkhazia and Ossetia to part from Georgia, in violation of all European treaties where we talked so much about respect for borders. And everyone thought that this is not serious. We are hoping for this to get away. We simply cannot accept this. The rest of the world has to make a clear no and tell the aggressor that this is not acceptable.